Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Monday evening community call. And this is a very exciting call because, wow, did we have an exciting weekend with Vision 2024. I'm sure all of you were, before your computer and TV screens with rapt attention, maybe with your local groups. Some people actually rented hotel rooms and, filled them up. So this is a cornerstone event for LifeWave. And this is the third year in a row they've done these virtual events. They're going to kick the air off and give us the big picture where we're going. And where are we going in this year is very special because, as you all know, this is our 20th anniversary celebration for the whole year. We're going to celebrate being a 20-year-old company, and very few direct selling companies make it past 2 or 3 years. Some are fortunate to make it 5 or 10. Very few. I don't know what the stats are, but I'm sure it's very few, probably in single digits, make it to 20 years. And we're just picking up a head of steam. This is so exciting. So it was kind of off the charts for the weekend. I think probably most of us still flying high from all that was shared with David and all the corporate executives and some of the field leaders sharing inspiration and testimonial. So we've got a handful of our top presidential and senior presidential directors that have joined us here this evening, and they're going to share some of the highlights from their perspective. And we're very excited. Robin, did you want to share anything?
Oh, you did a great job, honey.
Okay.
I think what happened to me is, and I even said to Gregory yesterday, I kind of wanted to pinch him and going, what did we do right to end up with LifeWave in our life right now at
Oh.
this unique time in history when, it's a really challenging time in the world, and we get to hear good news and miracle stories all the time and help change people's lives and give hope. So and they did a beautiful job. I think everyone who's been to other events, they just keep stepping it up. And they're doing such an incredible job. And there's always room for improvement. And of course, we'd like, a few breaks maybe, or, a few other things.
It was a marathon.
But, it captured our attention. Everyone was so professional. We were thrilled. And so I'm thrilled to bring on our first presidential director to share this evening to talk a little bit. And it is it was one of my very earliest shares, if not my earliest, because we vowed to each other. Judy actually made me promise to her, Judy Daniel, if you ever find something, you got to call me first. So when I found LifeWave, and I was just a customer and she was just a customer, but she was right there in the beginning with me, and we were running partners and had an amazing time. And Judy wants to talk a little bit about the corporate culture. So over to you, Judy.
And I just promoted you out to panelist, Judy. So you're welcome to turn your camera on. There
All
you
right,
are.
there I am. Hello, everybody. Good to hear your voice there, Robin. Well, I would follow along with what did we do right to end up in this place at this time with this company. I couldn't have said that better. I loved what David said at the end. If ever there was a time when this sad old earth, my words there, but this world needed light and love, it's now. And I thought, oh my goodness, the culture of a company, starts from the top down. And here we have, the inventor of the phototherapy technology, the founder of the company, the CEO, talking about love and light. I thought, oh my gosh, this is my company. And, as we travel along the journey of building our network marketing business with LifeWave, down the road we go, and we know the destination and we're with people that we love, but occasionally the road can get a little, bumpy with, some of the technology calling into the company. And I grew up in the country, and in the country, the roads would often end up with those ripples in them. There's a special word for it. Anyway, and if you went slowly on your bicycle or in a car, it was a very bumpy ride. But if you just went fast with your eye on where you were going down the road, not speeding or anything, but just, like don't slow down, just regular speed, it became a smooth ride. And to have a smooth ride with LifeWave, with the culture of light and love, just it lights up my life. And David Schmidt exudes thankfulness, humility, joy. As you said, Robin, we must have done something right to end up with LifeWave at this time, this place. I feel very blessed, and I love the culture of our Live Younger team. Thank you for being our captains of the ship. Oh, I've changed my metaphor from heading down the road. Now we're in the ship, but you get the general drift. Over to you, Gregory.
and the term for it, Judy, is washboard. And thanks for validating. Because Robin always says slow down. I says, no, it's bumpier if you slow down.
Yes, you just keep on going,
That's
so
right.
there's a little
That's right.
light and love. Yes, as the world needs that right now.
It was so beautiful, Judy. Yes, talking about light and love. And I do want to share, I got a response from someone who watched, and she felt like, David was talking about, all these different religions of the world, and she kind of felt excluded and wanted me to send David a message. And I did. And David responded to her the next morning, and he said, "Thank you for giving me an opportunity to grow. That was never his intention." And he just so validated what she said. And it was just so touching to me that he took the time. So we've got someone, as we all know, is special in so many ways, so many ways. And he can't help himself but keep bringing out really cool stuff. And so,
yay, David.
So February 14th, something really cool is coming out to the world. And today from Ireland.
Well, shall we unveil it?
And we have someone very special to share about.
Look what we got in the mail today. You're going to be thrilled to see this, Michelle. This is the packaging. Look at this cool box, magnetic closure here, and you open it up and look what's inside. Woo! So I guess somehow we rated to get an advanced gift of it, and we can't wait to share it with you. We're going to take some pictures and post it on Facebook. But what beautiful packaging! That I mean, the company is really, as Robin said, as Judy said, the company is really stepping it up. So over to you, Michelle.
Thank you, Gregory and Robin. So when David introduced this new product, he started by saying, "I have a story to share about Alavida and divine guidance." And I was on the edge of my seat. I love when David talks about divine guidance. And he said he was having dinner with a Russian scientist many years ago. And the scientist talked about a chemical called epitalon, and it's an anti-aging peptide that's formed in the pineal gland. Well, David, being who David is, geeking out on this stuff, he went and did all the research he could on this. And in 2015, Alavida was introduced. And David says it's one of his favorite patches. So David said, I took notes here, it increases the quality of life and immunity. Also lengthens telomeres. Did you guys know that about the Alavida patch? It reduces oxidative and inflammatory stress, improving the skin, and it has a powerful effect on longevity. So we were all on the edge of our seats when he talked about Revive, which Gregory just showed you. And I have been really excited about LifeWave coming out with an eye cream because I'm 62 years young, and I was feeling like we need something. We need something for our eyes. And I've been using the creams, and I've been getting compliments on my complexion. And the patch, of course, every night. The eye cream features GHK copper peptide. Now, is that exciting or what? It's in the eye cream. And this has a dramatic effect on stem cell production. It's also anti-inflammatory. It boosts collagen around the delicate eye tissue. Then there's microalgae oil, which increases skin moisture. There's evening primrose oil, which is deep moisture for dry, itchy, or chapped skin. There are milk peptides and moringa butter. This product is 98.6 naturally derived plant-based ingredients. So one of the things that David, or I can't remember who it was, that Jeff Hildebrand said, the health and beauty market is expected to reach $166 billion worldwide. So we're in a really good place, guys. So that's a new eye cream. I'm so excited. And as Robin says, February 14th, Valentine's Day, we'll be able to order. So over to you, Gregory. Oh, you're muted, Gregory. You're muted.
Oh, thank you. Such beautiful packaging. And when you open it up in this beautiful blue color, I gotta show
It is
you.
blue.
Can you
You
see
know,
that?
I wonder if that's the microalgae oil or something that
I'm
causes it.
not sure, but look at that.
Look
Isn't
at how
that
pretty. Yeah,
awesome? Oh,
Okay.
excited.
Well, thank you for being one of the best note takers I know.
Ah,
Those are some major highlights that a lot of people didn't realize. I think that's Gregory's first time trying it. And so the other thing that happened is Jeff did a really good job of explaining to people how to take a good photograph.
Mhm.
And being a photographer, most people don't understand photography is all about light.
Mhm.
And you want to be consistent. So, if you didn't listen to that, please listen to it, because the before and afters are going to be some of your best tools.
mhm.
Thank you, Michelle, for that
Yeah,
one. So
thank you.
now we're going to move on to Senior Presidential Connie Lucas, and she's got a few interesting things to share about this evening from her response to some of the highlights of Vision. Over to you, Connie.
Hi. Okay, well, I'm going to fully admit I did not take the kind of notes Michelle took. Fully admit. Just full disclosure here. But I am going to tell you, I've used the product. I was excited to get more of it today. And all the different areas from under your eyes, around your mouth, maybe the neck, it goes a long, long way. And every single person you know to add on is going to want this. It's an exciting add-on. So great job, Michelle, and fabulous notes. Really, for me, there were quite a few takeaways, and I think some of it's going to be covered later. But to look at a 20-year-old company and this kind of momentum, it is pretty unusual. It's pretty unusual. And I'm starting to see it. You're starting to see that people are popping up everywhere that have been introduced to these patches. Word is out. Word is absolutely out. And so I was just excited to see that we have more coming, more in the things. The momentum is great. And I think what shocks me the most, and it shouldn't because of the culture Judy talked about, but every day I am so surprised at the quality of amazing people that are attracted to this opportunity. I mean, all the time you're going to find people that say no or not now, and they just don't see it. But over and over again, the quality of people that are attracted to this, that are coming out from within my organization under different people, that's what's been spectacular to me. So I don't know what you want to add on to that, Robin and Gregory, but it was really fun to see that, and fun to see that we have products that go so intricately with the X39. I was really happy to see that he's sticking with X39 as our lead flagship product. We are not moving away from what brought us to the dance, right? We're still with X39, and everything that we're adding in, from the supplements that I'll be talking about later to the eye cream, everything complements what we have. And it's stuff that people are already purchasing. And so what you're doing is now you get to buy from your own store. Right now, all of your brand partners and customers get to buy from their own stores and from your store, as opposed to going out and looking at things all over. So that is going to create some fabulous momentum for 2024.
Beautiful, beautiful. And thank you, Connie. And it is amazing for a 20-year-old company to just start hitting its stride. And I was like you, I was so delighted to see David's focus on the hero product, X39, and building around it, but not trying to replace it. So we're in for the ride of our lives, no doubt about it.
Absolutely. Thank you for letting me share.
Yeah, thank you, Connie.
It's, what you were talking about in the momentum and the skincare market came up. And they actually invited people, you may have some people that just want to focus on skincare. And David did plant a little seed there that there's more skincare coming out. I hope you guys heard what I heard, because I would love to buy from our own company versus use products from somewhere else. So that's really, really exciting. Now, the thing that it seems like got the most excitement is something we don't get for a little while, but it will. I mean, talk about a hero. David, oh my gosh, he got I heard the line that the greatest creativity comes from the greatest restrictions. And we got that little message from the FDA that we had to change a few things about how we brand. And then David has been busy because he's known that for a while, as we heard about it when we were back in Italy. And he said by February, it's going to be okay. Well, he went to work and he created a way for us to be able to continue to use the word stem cells. And Anne is going to tell us about the solution. Go for it, Anne. And Anne is one of our presidential directors and moving fast and has an amazing organization that is on fire. And there's nothing like
It's my
having
privilege to talk about this because I'm all about nutrition, because I am a nutritionist as well as a nurse. So when David had initially talked about this, I was really excited. And then he unveiled it over the weekend, and it is called LifeWave Energize Formula. Is the daytime formula. And he outlined all the different nutrients that are in this formula. There's like 12 in the daytime, and every single, I'm not going to go through them because it would take way too long. You can certainly go to Live Younger YouTube channel and you can rewatch it if you've missed it, and you can see all of the different ingredients he actually showed every ingredient in that he's putting in there, and he had a clinical study for every nutrient. And then he talked about every single patch that would they would complement each other, the nutrient as well as the patch. It would enhance each other and make everything kind of work better. So synergy, right? We have that synergy between the patches and the nutrients. So this is really a very uniquely, thoughtfully selected group of ingredients that will really improve the health and vitality of our stem cells, because every single product that he outlined was all about making the stem cells better. So not only are we using our patches to help with activation of stem cells, but all of these nutrients as well are going to support that. So it's really exciting. The second one is the evening. So the nighttime LifeWave nighttime formula, which has 5 different ingredients. And a lot of you who've heard David speak have heard him talk about taurine and the benefits of taurine. So that's going to be in that particular product, L-theanine, fiber. So you can go and see all those ingredients in there and the patches that it complements. He talked about the nighttime patches that these particular ingredients are going to complement. So he did not tell us when it would come out. All he said was, in the next few months. So we don't have a timeline. And I know all of us are anxiously waiting for the nutrients to come out. I mean, I don't know how many times you've heard us say on some of our calls, when you're using the patches, you've heard that on the health professional calls, you want to make sure that you are hydrating, but minerals are important. Well, guess what? The company's now going to have that available to us. And I think that's beyond exciting. I can tell you that we had a group of people here, and I think that Robin mentioned it got kind of long and people wanted to take a break, and we kind of stood up and we started to prepare food, and then David came on and they started talking about this, and everybody sat down, because when David starts to speak, right, we really all get excited about what he has to share, because it's always something very powerful. So and that's my spiel about these particular products that are coming out in the next few months, who knows when, right?
Okay, that was beautiful, Anne. And coming from a nutritionist, I think for a lot of us, when we think about opening and closing all the bottles and taking the pills and knowing we have to have our zinc and our magnesium and our fiber and electrolytes, I mean, it went on and on and on and on. So it's going to simplify our life.
And in a powder, Robin, in a powder,
Love that it's a powder. Oh my
just
gosh.
mix
so
in
good.
water. You know, we'll take the powder, mix it in water. And he said that the flavor we're really going to enjoy it. It really had a nice texture to it because of the fiber. So I think that we're all going to really love it.
Yeah, lemon ginger, you guys.
Mm.
So I do want to share the good news, bad news, because I have to.
Mhm.
And because it wasn't shared at the virtual talk the other day. This product is very complex. There's a lot of ingredients in it. And, you know, in order for a product to be shipped in other countries, it has to be registered with each country. And it takes time and it's complicated. This was a solution that David came up with to allow us in the United States to be able to continue saying stem cells. And so the product at this time, when it does come out, will be available in the US.
Initially, phase one.
Initially. You
Yep.
know, international expansion will happen over time. So I just want to, you know, it's hard to share that with people, but I just wanted to be really clear on expectations for everyone. Okay, so now we get to move on to another presidential director that has the marketing mind of a genius, and Janet Kiefer is going to share next.
Yep, there she is. Senior presidential director.
Good evening, Robin and Gregory, and my compatriots here and everybody out there listening. They've done such a wonderful job wrapping up and talking about the products. I thought I would just step in and say, it's the end of January, and the Lifeway Vision event really kicks off the year for us. And I think they did a spectacular job this year. It really leveled up much more above last year. But if you're looking and they're talking about the products coming, think about the opportunity. And Gregory's right. You don't have 20-year-old companies with this kind of opportunity. And Meredith talked about other network marketing companies have been declining. And here we're just like another rocket ship taking off. So it's not the time to just count on it. It's the time to get in action. It's the time to say, okay, we've got a promotion this week with X39 and Energy Enhancer, one of my favorites. And if you listen to David's webinar from last week where he talked about Energy Enhancer, that man always blows my mind. You just learn so much more stuff. You're like, I had no idea it did that, right? And now we've got this new eye cream coming, which I also got today. Very exciting. So remember, take your before and after pictures of around your eyes because we got a show. But something, I dug down a little deeper. The eye cream market, just eye cream, is a almost $28 billion industry. And the US has a very big portion of that, right? So I've been asking people, well, how much do you spend? Oh, I buy that eye cream. It's a couple $100. I've asked people, what do you spend on lash treatments? Because lashes are a big deal. Oh, for some people, it's $200 a month. So here we've got something with GHKCU, and it's going to go around your eyes. I actually think I'll slather it on my whole body. But for a $69 product, so start thinking ahead, get your lists going, because this is going to, you can get back, like Robin and Gregory said, to all your brand partners and all your preferred customers and really start to show more value. Why wouldn't they come to something that's such cutting edge versus something that Lancome put out, you know, and all how they have kind of junk ingredients and people are spending a fortune on that stuff. So I think it's a very exciting year. And when David's product comes out in the fall, I've got a certain person on my team that's a real scientist. And when he heard about it, he went ballistic about that product. So that's going to be very exciting. But just let's stay focused. We have enormous opportunity. There's 135 million people in the US alone over 50. And 6 out of 10 of them are on pain medications, you guys. You go in the market, and if they were honest and you said, how are you feeling? Are you in pain? Many of them would tell you they're taking prescription drugs. We have a huge opportunity. But to Robin and Gregory's point, who doesn't want to look younger? So it's a great place to start, right? And then you're like, well, are you in aches and pains? And you can take off from there. So it's a very exciting year. And I think don't take it lightly. Get in action. Stay close to the fire here because you've got great leadership. And let's see where we all can be by the convention really ranked up. So thank you, Gregory and Robert.
Oh, thank you so much, Janet, because who doesn't want to look and feel younger? That's what we're all about, enhancing and extending life and making a wonderful income in the process. So we're so blessed. Robin, did you want to share something?
Well, thank you, Janet. And I always love that you've got your marketing stats. It's so great. And not only is the skincare market humongous, if you look at the top network marketing companies in the world, I think a few years ago, 9 out of the top 10 or 10 out of the top 11 all had skincare. And I don't know what the exact stats are right now, but it's massive. It is massive. And like Janet said, women will spend, I mean, men are using skincare too, which is wonderful. I'm going to have to share it with Gregory, I guess. But the market is huge and a huge opportunity for some people might want to just focus there. So I just wanted to quick share a few things. I think everybody knows I'm a very large Meredith fan, and I really feel that the shift in this event had a lot to do with her focus, and she is definitely in charge of the ship. And I can see it, feel it, hear it from the team, from how things are working. She's very busy adding staff. We have been way understaffed. We are growing really fast. And she talked about the global portfolio of 2024 and all the different dimensions of what the company is working on. And, it got inferred a little bit just recently is a lot of network companies are not doing well. And where the company is moving is in the corridor south of Salt Lake City, where there's probably more network marketing companies based than any place in the country or world even. And so what Meredith is really focused on is enhancing the talent pool of the company, because a company is a bunch of people. And the quality of the people makes the biggest difference to everyone's success. And so she is very, very careful and strategic about the kind of hiring that she's doing and really understands the big rocks. Because behind the scenes, what a lot of people don't see is the kind of hires she's bringing on. She's bringing on analysts. She's enhancing the compliance department, things we don't really see, but, analysts analyze data and then you make decisions based on information. What a novel concept. So these are the kind of things that she's doing and really wanting to attract top talent to LifeWave. And she said so much more, but we're going to talk in a minute about the availability of the link, right? What would you like to share, honey?
Well, I wanted to share something else that came in the mail today. So I'm going to go back and share my screen, share screen, and I'm going to move us forward because we were so delighted to receive, our 20th anniversary LifeWave magazine came in the mail today. And then we went in the back office and it's available for purchase. So I'm just going to stop sharing the screen and share. Here it is. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's 28 pages of high color, high quality. Here's, a message from David, talking about key products, talking about, different markets that we're in. Here's key corporate staff. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's a work of art.
It's got a timeline.
Yeah, it's as it says on the cover, it's got a timeline, it's got global market updates, who we are. You're definitely going to want to get your copy. It's a little pricey, they're $6 individually, a little bit cheaper if you buy them in quantity. It's not the type of thing you're going to be passing around indiscriminately. But I tell you what, this is a credibility piece par excellence. So I know that everybody's going to want to have one, and maybe a few extras for those very special people. So that's what I wanted to initially share.
And I just want to thank all of our leaders that shared this evening. You did a magnificent job, and those were just like highlights, a few. There was so much. So we invite you to really watch the replays, because everyone who purchased has access, and now everybody has access. because
Yeah, and
Gregory
back up a little
Liz-
bit, because we have the complete replay now is available on our liveyoungeryoutube.com. So you can go there right now and watch all 4.5 hours. And I'm happy to tell you that Sunshower Rose is working with us and going to be breaking it up into individual bite-sized pieces. So you can have David's segment here, Meredith's segment there, Jeff's segment here. And so it'll be broken up into logical pieces over the next several days or weeks. So you'll be able to review and share those different pieces that have meaning for you and maybe for some of the people you're working with.
And
So
I do want to give a huge shout out to Liz and Gregory, who spent hours and hours and hours trying to figure out how to make it available, because some people missed the cutoff and they were so disappointed. You have no idea how many people I heard from. How can I see this? And Gregory, I knew, was behind the scenes working on it with Liz, and they did it, and it looked
Yep.
seamless.
Mhm.
And I'm so grateful that it was available for everyone who wanted to watch it live.
So I'm just going to zip through a few more things that are in our newsletter. And the next one here is there's a special. There's a product special going on
So
through this Friday where you can get up to 20% off when you buy X39 and Energy Enhancer. And isn't it coincidental? Isn't that what David talked about last week? How about that? And here it is on sale. So until January 27th, from the 27th to February 2nd. So a great time to stock up. And here's the price. So the discounted price for X39 along with the Energy is only $135.90. So, it's a significant savings. So good through Friday. So spread the word. The next thing we wanted to mention, Atomic Habits, our book club. We're going to continue next week. We skipped a week because we had so much to talk about from Vision 2024. So we kind of skipped over that. But we'll be back at it with law number 3, response, making it easy. And the company is making it easier and easier for us to succeed. Major upcoming events, Cancun qualifiers coming down a home stretch. February 4th is the cutoff. And I know a number of you are within reach of those 50 points. So you can secure your trip to Cancun April 7th through the 11th. Now, here's an important event. And I want to caution everyone, it's almost sold out. I just got the update from Dr. Stacy a couple of days ago that out of the 1,000 tickets available, there was only 300 left. I bet there's only 200 now. It'll probably sell out in the next week. So
3 hours of David.
and it's from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's going to be 9 to 12. It's 3 hours of David. Then there's going to be an hour and a half lunch break. And then we're coming back for business training from field leaders. So if you can make it to Orlando, I'll be there. Robin's going to hold down the home fort for us here in Montana, but I'll be there along with a number of you I know. So I encourage you, if you're interested, click here, buy your tickets, $35 plus handling fees. It's about $39. So for an all-day event in Orlando. So that being said, a couple of other things. You can click here to upload or download, should I say, our updated Get Started checklist. We've simplified it. We talked about it last week, and it's available there for downloading. We've got the new simplified or updated Live Younger Zoom schedule. You can click there. And coming up, first time debut of one of our new doctors, Robin's going to talk about.
And I'm so excited for the community to meet Dr. Annabelle. She is a gem. She's an MD. She's a pediatrician. And she is on for the first time tomorrow night on our Tuesday night call. So bring yours. We'll have room for a few testimonials at the end. But we're going to share a little bit together tomorrow night about LifeWave products and younger people.
Mm,
And so I think you're in for a treat. This woman is such a gift. She recently left her job. She went into the healing professions and she's been an MD for 16 years, and then it turned corporate, and she went into that profession to help people. When she found LifeWave, she actually resigned her position and now is full-time mom of a 4-year-old and LifeWave. And so
Wow.
we are just so thrilled to have her in our community and share her wisdom with everybody.
mm. How wonderful. How exciting. Can't wait to hear from Dr. Annabelle. So the rest of it is pretty straightforward. This is our regular weekly events on, Thursday, 30 minutes of training. And we also have the new Spanish LifeWave intro Sunday.
Dr. Annabelle hosts that.
Oh,
Yes.
so she hosts the Hispanic. So you get to see her twice this week. Okay. One in her doctor hat and the other in her network marketing hat. And then Sunday, thank you, Connie, for opening the gates for both of these events, your X39 Share and Learn and our Monday morning miracle call. So, I think the rest remains, for you all to review in the newsletter, but we're just so exciting. What a wonderful Saturday event we had. And there's more in store, and the company continues to raise the bar, doing better and better, more professionalism. And so we're all blessed to be part of this great opportunity and community of LifeWave. So thanks everyone for being on with us tonight. We love you all, and we'll see you on one of the upcoming calls. Bye everyone. Good night.
Everybody.